Guys, newsflash, driving in a foreign country is going to be different than driving in your own home country that you know. And you know all of the signs and the speed limits and which side of the road to drive on and all of those things. So what happens when you're cruising down the road in Iceland and you see this big fat sign and it's in Icelandic? What are you gonna do? Have no fear, I'm here. Is that a song? I feel like it should be a song. Don't worry, friends. This video is going to clear up your concerns about driving in Iceland. Hey Team Iceland, my name is Jeannie and I'm your tour guide for all things Iceland planning. Let me ask you a question. Are you planning a trip to Iceland? Because if you are, then you need to make sure to hit the big red subscribe button. Because every single week I have a new Iceland planning video that's designed to help you plan the best trip ever. So, what are you waiting for? Today, we are talking about the road signs in Iceland that you are going to need to know before driving on your very own Icelandic road trip. Let's get into it. So the first thing that you're going to want to know in order to not get an expensive speeding ticket is the speed limits in Iceland. So the main paved roads, meaning Golden Circle, Ring Road, etc., are going to be 90 kilometers per hour. Remember, Iceland is on the metric system, so that is like 55 miles per hour. So while that seems quite slow, I strongly suggest to not speed because speeding tickets in Iceland are really expensive. And actually the price just went up, so don't speed. The speed limit goes down to 80 kilometers per hour once you hit gravel roads, 50 kilometers per hour when you're going through the towns and villages along the road, and then 30 kilometers per hour in residential areas. So for example, driving in and around Reykjavik. One very important sign that you're gonna wanna look out for is the sign with the little squiggly mark. So this denotes that there is a point of interest or a site or an attraction that you're gonna wanna probably check out. So if you're looking for things like Seljalandsfoss, Reynisfjara, Dettifoss, etc., then you're gonna wanna look out for those little squiggly lines. Another good thing to know in terms of navigating from place to place is you're gonna be looking for towns and directions. So for example, if you're driving towards Vik, then you are going to want to look for this long, narrow yellow sign. And it's broken up into 3 different parts. So the first part is going to have a number associated to it, and that is the road that you're on. So if you're driving towards Vik, that's number 1. The Ring Road, Route 1, the best road ever. The second thing that's in the middle is the place. So Vik, Seyðisfjörður, Akureyri, that's the town that you're going to. And then the last thing that you'll see on that long, narrow yellow sign is the distance to get there. So if it says 57, then Vik would be 57 kilometers away. Warning! Did you know that there are 1-lane bridges in Iceland? Yes, that means that you're going over a bridge and there's only 1 lane. And some of these are short and some of them are long. And some of them are terrifying. So you'll see these bridges as you're heading into South Iceland towards Jökulsárlón. There's a few down there. But the sign that you're gonna see will have a road that looks like it's coming to an hourglass shape. And it's going to say Ein breið brú on it, and that means 1-lane bridge. Yay! Another really important sign in terms of driving safety is blind hill. So there's a lot of these blind hills in Iceland and they could be going up or around. Basically, it's when you can't see the oncoming vehicle. Drive slow, be careful, look out for the signs, be smart. And then another really important sign. Do not ignore this sign, ever, under any circumstance, are the road closure signs. So these can come in a few different forms. Sometimes they'll say loka, sometimes they'll say ófært, which means impassable. If any sign looks like it's like, do not pass this line, do not pass that line. Like, don't go on roads that you're not supposed to go on. There could be a washed out bridge down the way. It could be impassable in terms of weather or road condition or whatever the reason. Don't ignore these signs. Don't. And if you do and you get caught, you can get a really big fine for it. So just don't do it, man. All right, you guys, I literally could go on and on all day about the different signs in Iceland, but in this video, I wanted to cover the most important signs that you will see on your road trip. If you want these signs and even more going into detail, I made a completely free guide for you that you can download and bring on your trip. And in this guide, I go into things like how to navigate the roundabouts, speed cameras, amenities, all of the things. I talk about all of the signs and where you can find them throughout Iceland. Just head to the link in the description so you can grab your downloadable guide for free and then take it on your road trip with you during your time in Iceland. Main thing is, you guys, is I want you to be so safe when you're driving in Iceland, and understanding the road signs and the rules makes such a big difference for having an easy experience driving around Iceland. All right, my friends, that is all for today. Make sure to hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and I will see you here at the same time, same place next week for another video. But until then, happy planning.